Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Northland Islamic Center welcome all of you today and thank you for coming here. And we will start the proceedings. In the beginning, I'll ask Dr. Mufti Bukhari Yusuf to say a few words from the branch.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن للمتقين مفازا حدائق وأعنابا وكواعب أترابا وكأسا دهاقا لا يسمعون فيها لغوا ولا كذابا جزاء من ربك عطاء حسابا رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما الرحمن لا يملكون منه خطابا يوم يقوم الروح والملائكة صفا لا يتكلمون إلا من أذن له الرحمن وقال صوابا ذلك اليوم الحق فمن شاء اتخذ إلى ربه مآبا إنا أنذرناكم عذابا قريبا يوم ينظر المرء ما قدمت يداه ويقول الكافر يا ليتني كنت ترابا صدق الله العظيम। अभी जो मैंने आयतें आपके सामने तिलावत की, इसमें अल्लाह रब्बुल इज्जत ये बयान फरमा रहे हैं कि जो लोग इस दुनिया में नेक काम कर आएंगे मेरे पास, उनको क्या इनामात दिए जाएंगे। इस दुनिया में बहुत सारी हकीकतें ऐसी हैं जो बरहक हैं, सच हैं, लेकिन लोग उसका इनकार करते हैं। मिसाल के तौर पर एक हकीकत ये है कि इस दुनिया का बनाने वाला एक है, वह हम सबका रब है और हम सबको उसके पास जाना है। और लोग इस हकीकत का इनकार करने वाले आपको मिल जाएंगे, बहुत सारे लोग जो इनकार करते हैं कि हम अल्लाह ताला के पास वापस नहीं जाएंगे, यही हम जवाबदार नहीं है। जन्नत हकीकत है, दोज़ख हकीकत है, क़यामत हकीकत है, और लोग बहुत सारे उसका इनकार करते हैं कि ना जन्नत है, ना दोज़ख है, और ना ऐसा कोई हमें वहां पर इनाम मिलेगा। लेकिन एक हकीकत ऐसी है जिसका आपको कोई इनकार करने वाला नहीं मिलेगा। जो यहाँ लिखी है कुल्लु नफ्सिन ज़ाइक़तुल मौत, मौत ऐसी हकीकत है कि इंसान अल्लाह का इनकार कर सकता है, जन्नत का इनकार करता है, दोज़ख का इनकार करता है, क़यामत के दिन का इनकार करता है, लेकिन मौत का इनकार करने वाला कोई भी नहीं मिलेगा। ऐसा मुस्लिम हम लोगों को चाहिए कि हम मौत की तैयारी करें, और मौत की तैयारी के लिए बेहतरीन नुस्खा यही है कि हम 24 घंटे इस बात को अपने जहन में रखें कि हमें वापस जाना है, हमें वापस जाना है। चलते फिरते, उठते बैठते, ये अगर ना तकिया कलाम बाज लोगों का, तो लोग बात करते हैं कि तकिया कलाम होता है कि जनाब इस तरह से नहीं होगा, उस तरह से नहीं होगा, तकिया कलाम होता है। तो अगर ये तकिया कलाम इंसान अपना बना ले अकेले में कि मुझे वापस जाना है, अल्लाह के पास जाना है मुझे वापस, तो उम्मीद है कि हमें आदत पड़ जाएगी इस बात की कि हम नेक काम करें। आखिरी दावाना अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन।
was supposed to have something. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. On behalf of the Northern Islamic Center and the NLIC Cooperative Funeral Committee, I warmly welcome you, all of you here today. We truly appreciate your presence, and it is an honor and pleasure to host you. Thank you so much for coming, for taking the time out to join us. Allow me to take this opportunity to briefly remind you of the history of the NLIC Cooperative Funeral Services Committee. This initiative was envisioned by the Board of Directors of NLIC in our continuous efforts to serve the community. It was established in 2020, just 1 year after our organization's inception in 2018, in full accordance with our commitment to support and uplift our community. It's a flagship program of North Country Islamic Center in serving the whole community. Brothers and sisters, a comprehensive cooperative funeral policy, complete with an application form and an FAQs for frequently asked questions drafted and approved. With the condition that it would become active once at least 50 families enrolled. Our members' WhatsApp group was created and later a direct depository was established to streamline the contributions. With hard work and extensive promotion and a lot of network, the policy officially became operational in 2020. At that point, the board of directors decided to move to the next phase, establishing a funeral management group to run the policy semi-independently, while the NLC remained fully committed to supporting it in every possible way, including financial. In 2022, two dedicated members of our community, Brother Faisal Khan and Brother Siddiq Abdul, volunteered and were appointed to join the president and the director in managing the newly formed funeral management group. They worked tirelessly during their term and left when their term finished. We express our sincere gratitude for their services and the time they spent. Thank you, Brother Faisal Khan and Brother Siddiq Abdul. We thank you again. Brothers and sisters, today in 2025, we are proud to introduce the new volunteers who have graciously stepped forward to take this important project to new heights. I am pleased to announce that Brother Wahid Mirza served as the chair of the Funeral Management Committee, and he with Sister Amna Salim and Brother Tanveer Ahmed will form the new North London Islamic Center Funeral Management Committee. Brothers and sisters, let me tell you how did this come about. Last year I met Risa at a wedding, and during our general discussions, among other topics, the funeral committee also came up. It came up because he had become one of the earliest members of this committee way back in 2020. He expressed his genuine concern as to why, after nearly 4 years, the membership is still fluctuating between 65 and 75 families only, despite the clear benefits this scheme has for everyone. He firmly believed this policy serves the entire community and felt strongly that more people should join for their own long-term well-being. He was of the view that if something is good, then sometimes people should be persuaded to do things which are good for them, although they think that they do not need it at this point. He encouraged renewed effort and stronger outreach. He asked me to find motivate and appoint people to the funeral management committee who are achievers. Brothers and sisters, I have known Mahisa since I moved to London in 2002. I am familiar with his background, his long-standing services to the community, his leadership as president of the PCA, and his distinguished work within the Labour Party, where he rose to become vice president of one of its constituencies. What has always impressed me about him is his unfaltering, consistent message of unity, cooperation, and service to the community. After my thought, I approached him and invited him to lead this committee. He asked for time to consider my offer, and after 2 months of thoughtful discussions, he graciously agreed, on the condition of being given a fair degree of independence within the framework of the policy. To this, we immediately agreed. We also mutually agreed that the policy must be updated to reflect current circumstances and to address gaps that have allowed some people to intentionally or unintentionally take unfair advantages from this policy. We also agreed that the member application form also needs to be revised. Furthermore, we set a shared goal to increase membership to at least 200 families by the end of next year, ensuring that the per family cost decreases and the program becomes even more sustainable for everyone in the long run. Why some asked for committee members of his choice, and he selected and requested Sister Amna Salim and Brother Tanvi to become members of this committee. Sister Amna's acceptance brought me great joy. I thank Allah immediately for inspiring her to take on this meaningful responsibility. Her unwavering commitment to community services over the last decade, especially through her remarkable work with the caring Canadian Society and Halal Food Bank, speaks for itself. Her efforts are countless, and her passion is deeply appreciated by the whole community. Welcome abroad, Sister Amna. Thank you for joining the team. Please give her a big hand. As for Brother Tanveer, he is a natural volunteer who needs no introduction. He has been volunteering everywhere since I joined. He has been with Nlic since its beginning and is truly beloved to all of us at Nlic and widely liked the community. Welcome to the team, Brother Tanveer. Brothers and sisters, believe me, this is indeed a formidable team. Dedicated, experienced, and sincere. We could not hope for a better group to lead the funeral management committee. We have full confidence in them, and we thank Allah for all of them to come forward and step forward and do this job. And we pray for their success. Before I close, in the end, I would like to leave you with an important message in all earnest. Brothers and sisters, even the best team cannot succeed without the active support of the community. This cooperative funeral policy exists for all of us, for you, for me, for our families. Please do not leave the entire responsibility of making new members to the committee alone. Let us each pledge today to spread the word among our friends, families, and encourage them to join for their benefit and for our benefit. For their benefit, for their done and their loved ones are covered. It is not easy to pay $8,000 in funeral costs in case of such an eventuality. And for us, as it will significantly reduce the per member share. More the members, less the share. Let us all commit today to bringing at least two new members within the next few years. Do not delay. Let's all act now. Brothers and sisters, thank you again for being here today. May Allah bless you and all those you love, and bless all our efforts to unite our hearts in service to our community. Remember, please remember, strong communities do not happen. They are built. Let us build. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. Now, I will request Brother Pradeep, the new chair of the committee, to come up with this. Amna Pradeep, Brother Tanveer. Thank you. And I want right over.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you very much, Mother Sam, for a detailed intro. First of all, I would like to thank you, my team, Amna Saeed and Nlic, who graciously accepted my request to join this committee. No doubt it's a difficult task. It's not easy to talk about funeral. When I prepared this presentation, it took me in a different state of mind. It looks like it's just a 15, 16 slides, but it took hours to frame them. Anyone here who does not understand Urdu? Okay. Okay. Mother Sahib has given a detailed intro of the funeral committee and Nlic. And he also explained the changes we brought in with the funeral committee. So now it is a subsidiary of Nlic. It would be kind of working independently, though with cooperation with, in connection with Nlic. Especially the president is an ex officio of this committee. He can join us anytime if he likes and suggest us any thing needed to be done, and but the committee will be deciding about the main programs and how we will be proceeding and what will be the community response. And you all are requested to connect with the funeral committee. There is an email. I will show the slide on this. I don't think there is further need to make any further speech. I would like to go through the presentation. I have tried my best to capture all the changes and details in this presentation. Our latest policy, updated policy, is also on nlic.ca. It's on the website, it's uploaded. We have a new application form. The major change in that form is beneficiary. We added the beneficiary of the deceased, that info, and there are some other changes, and there is a disclaimer. So I would encourage all the existing members to fill that form. If any confusion, any technical glitch, please do contact me, and I will support on that for each and everyone, inshallah. So let's start the this presentation. Nlic Cooperative Funeral Services Committee. And it's talked about cooperative, so that includes all of you. So you all are part of this services group, and without your cooperation, we cannot go further.
Slideshow pick up there. You could do it to slideshow. We don't have that at the start.
Yeah, that's fine. We have the arrangement. Yes, somebody is there.
Slideshow pick up. Then you have to have the
F5. Just you know, not from here. Okay. Next slide, please. So we have in the next slide, we have our agenda. Yeah, it is connected from top to down here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that is our agenda. That's what we will be talking about. So recitation is done from Holy Quran. President Nlic gave the opening remarks for those who just joined here. Nlic Cooperative Funeral Services Committee. So this committee is comprised of, or will be comprised of 4 total members, led by the chair of the committee, and there will be 3 members. Right now, we have 2 members, and we have 1 seat opening. we will request the members moving forward when we need it. Another, we will see how we go and which community join us. This is not only for the Pakistani community. I know highly majority, 95.9% people are here from Pakistani community, but that's not the target. This is for every Muslim in London and surrounding areas. And in the surrounding areas, people have questioned, and I have defined the surrounding areas in the policy. And you guys can open it and read it. It clearly tells all the four north, south, east, west, what are the limits for the members to join. Membership types and one-time membership fee, current shareholding and burial cost, current membership burial cost share, and future expectations, members' contribution, and moving towards insolvency. I will talk about that. We have a problem. Modified funeral services group application form, modified funeral services group policy, communications, and of course, times. Next slide, please. So, Alhamdulillah, we have this facility. It was dream of our esteemed Mr. Mazhar Siddiqui, may Allah reward him, came to in 2018 after a lot of deliberations. I know since first day, he talked about the London North Center. I was there and I know how he struggled through, and eventually we have this place. May Allah bless us, the community. Of course, the community. I will again say the community with courage, generosity, and unity to upgrade this facility for our generations. I'm working with community since I came to St. Thomas London area. I was an active member in 2003, and I know I always appreciate only two people in this our London community. I'm here in London area almost 23 years, from last 23 years. Two people, they have delivered to the community a tangible asset. We have done many fundraisers for Pakistan. We have done many gatherings. We have done so many fun programs, but there are very wealthy people who have been arranging programs and inviting dinners. Here somebody offered lunch. The person said, I can donate. I'm not buying that. We have what we can do, tea and snacks. It's not our target to have food and then we should gather, and for the food we should come together. That's what we are doing for the last 23 years. That's what I'm witness to it, and that is Amna's name. She started caring in the Canadian society, and now, Alhamdulillah, I think it's Allah's blessing on her. She's leading Halal Food Bank. It was her commitment and Allah's blessing on her. And the second person is, of course, Mother Siddiqui Sahib. And he was very determined. I know people have concerns, people have their own approach, thought, thinkings, and that's the beauty of the human brain. We all think differently. We cannot think in one way. We all. But I think these two community, they are the real community leaders. They have really done something for the community, and we must acknowledge and realize it. I'm not a fan of giving the big applause and clappings. It's the time we need to work from our heart, not from our tongue only. That's not the that has not been a success. We need to take practical steps. I'm grateful to the community. After a long time, most of you know, I work in Alberta. I'm a shift worker. I work 1 week I'm here in London. That time I spent, as Mother Son mentioned, some critical activities, some community activities. After graduation of 2 months, I agreed to take this responsibility. Uh, I'm grateful to people who responded me with a very good gesture. I have here 76 people registered, and there are total head count. It is more than 100, and we have maybe 50 people, half of them. If it is, if it has been an invite from myself as at a dinner with the music, there will be 100%. I guarantee you 100%. I know why you are smiling. So that is the reality. That's the way we have been tuned up. That's the way we are behaving. We need to think about just sitting by oneself, talk with yourself. I talk with myself and I start from myself. And we need to, instead of doing exercise, we need to do some work on it. Anyways, Alhamdulillah, we have this facility, and the next slide, please. Yeah, again, Alhamdulillah, we have this facility. Somebody passed away in 2025, and the members are here for condolences. Before this facility, we always have to go and find some other place out of Pakistani community. I remember we tried in 2007 to buy a church in Wellington South Side. It did not work, and after that, it never worked for the community. But again, may Allah bless mother by both empty or in paying the family bill. Next slide, please. Here, that is our final word, the play. And we are not too far from it. And we all need to, it's a serious program. It's a serious thing. It's a reality of life. Every one of us one day is going to be here, wrapped in a white sheet, and will be lowered here. I know we don't want to talk about it, we don't want to listen about it, there is no fun in it, but that's the reality of the life, and we are very close to it. I consider myself very close to it. Next slide, please. Cooperative Funeral Services Committee consists of 4 members again, ex officio president, Nlic. Funeral Committee shall be presenting its annual report to the Board of Directors during the month of January, every calendar year. That we have made a setup, stay connected with the Board of Directors, and we will be presenting our progress report or whatever issues we have. Next slide, please. Membership form. Membership form is now it is on our website nlic.ca. I know some people talk about it. It's a little there was a little glitch. I think Veer is working on it, and it should be resolved. And I would again encourage if somebody is a software person and can support the us developing. We need a lot of development on this. We need help on this. Or somebody's son or daughter, they are the university student and know this. Please connect us. Thank you. To become a member, a person shall be required to fill a membership form and acknowledge that she has read, understood, and abide by NLIC cooperative funeral policy. So we all, including all two members, will be working with the framework of this policy. I got in last 2 months, I got received a lot of feedback. Some friends talked to me I have tried my best to incorporate all those suggestions. Again, it's all of you working with it. I would humbly request instead of making it a dry room gossip, please connect to me. Make a serious suggestion, sit with me, and we are always looking for improvements here. It's a one-time membership fee, so we did not make change on that. The existing system says it's $200 for the family, $50 for the spouse, and then $50 for each child under the age of 18. So if someone has, and that will comprise of one membership. So there is a difference between members and there is a difference with the membership. So this family, one husband, one wife, or two wives, or if somebody has more. So that, and plus the children under 18 years of age, that will be a one membership. So when we will divide the total cost, it will be divided on membership, not on the members. Any adult in the house living with parents, unmarried children, 18 plus, we have given them 50% discount on the membership. So they will have their own individual membership, but they will pay only $100 to enroll in this program. And of course, the individual membership, if somebody is single, it's $200 plus. Next slide, please. So membership types and one-time membership. So any Muslim family person who live in London and surrounding areas can become a member of this Nlic cooperative funeral group after paying a membership fee. Family membership, individual membership, we already talked about it. Members of good standing are those members who always pay their share of funeral expenses on time. That's a very, very important thing, and that's the responsible behavior from the member that we are humbly requesting. Whenever you get a message, please make your number one priority and pay it, because London Muslim mosques are the graveyard Islamic cemetery. Other services involved, they cannot wait for us. We have to pay. Of course, we are trying to use. I have already talked with someone about buying in advance couple graves, maybe one or two. We discussed, but I could not talk later. We have some money in the form of memberships, so we can use it, and so that it should not be all of a sudden if somebody passed away, we should already have a grave, and then we have to do the shrouding and burial arrangements. Membership cancellation, very undesirable thing. I would never like to do that, but sometimes we are forced to non-payment of two funerals shares. Next slide, please. Current shrouding and burial cost. That's what will be happening with us. It could happen at any time, and we should be ready for that. Nlic Funeral Committee is working with London Muslim Mosque, Islamic Seminary of Southwest Ontario, and Islamic Seminary. So there are three different institutions we have to connect and do the arrangements. That what the funeral committee member designated will be doing it. That's a lot of work when it happens, and that's a peace of mind and comfort for the deceased family. Currently, approximate cost of a burial is $8,000, which may vary with time and circumstances. On weekends, it's more money, it's more cost. Regular days it is little less, but it's expensive to buy. It's not easy. That's why I came forward. I said this factor, and especially when I talked with Sister Ramna, and I noticed what's happening in the Halal Food Bank, how many different countries, communities from different countries are coming, and including Pakistani community, and people are coming for food. How they can pay $1,000 when there is a death in the family. Her program actually made me also to pull it towards this, to lead this program. Total cost of burial is divided by total number of memberships to get a fair share of each membership. Members to pay their share of funeral costs, preferably by e-transfer. You can pay different means, but that's the best way. If everybody can make an account on his or her bank account with e-transfer funeral at nlic.ca. This is an exclusive account for bank account established already, and money directly goes into it. Then we don't have to do much work for the accounting. That's much easier for us. Money directly goes into it, and the information will instantly come to Mother Sahib and myself that this member has deposited their due share. Next slide, please. Current membership members share of career cost and future expectations. During last week of September 2025, when Mr. Muhammad Sami passed away, our membership was 73 memberships. Average of last 3 years cost of funeral was 7,000. Per member funeral cost was 105. If we go back to total so far, I think 7 deaths happened after establishment of this policy funeral group. 2 members, they said no, we don't want to take any financial benefit from funeral committee and the members. Whatever they have already paid, it's just a subscriber. Keep that money with us. And so there was no math, there was no request for members to deposit money. However, in this, and then there is one debt in which the membership was $137. I would say, roughly speaking, average cost is $120 per membership. And there were 73 members on which this cost came out. And unfortunately, those members who paid their share were only those up to date who has paid their funeral share. Either they have paid for 4 deaths or few of them 5 deaths. We are in deficit. At present, funeral committee team is concentrating on increasing membership. Our target by summer of 2025 is to reach 200 memberships, which may bring this per member funeral cost share down to $40, almost 1/3 of the current member share. It's not hypothetical, it's not imaginary, it's doable. And as Mother Saab in his speech mentioned, it's you guys. You all can make it happen. Committee is just looking towards you guys for your cooperation. And when we sit in a drawing room for 20 couples dinner, instead of gossip, if we can convey this message that this is another aspect of, and that can happen. Out of 20, if 2 people come, even then it happens. Inshallah, it will happen and we will achieve it, inshallah. We are very determined, we are solid. We know many of you want to support it. Funeral committee is looking for support from all of you if each member can convince mother subset two, I would say even one friend to join. We are already 68 active members. We can right away go 130. And the cost will be 50% of the current 104. Can just be around 50 each. Next slide, please. Member contribution issues and moving towards insolvency. So I gave a lot of thought about it. If we are in continuous loss, every member does not pay his or her due share. Member deaths will happen, membership can go down. Of course, people will be joining, that is the positive thing, but it should go down. If it goes down, the cost will go up. And then that person who passed away, his contribution won't be coming in. Though we have one person uh, and his mother passed away, and Allah can just not mentioning his name. He said, I will, rest of my life, I will continue to pay share of my mother's funeral till my last breath. So we have such kind people and thoughtful people, and we said this will be such a area for the deceased mother. So, and same is the case with the wealthy. I know many people say, oh no, we don't need it. Okay. If you don't need it, you are self-sufficient, but you definitely doesn't. If you don't need the financial help, probably the emotional help is required, and we are here to help emotionally as well, making arrangements. So first test contribution approximately 5,400, deficit was 2,100. First funeral. You can imagine how disappointing may be for our mother that he received $2,100 less. Second death contributions, $300 deficit. Third death, $100. That was much better contribution. Fourth death, the death third 300, and the last death, fifth death is $2,000. Total deficit after 5 burials is 4,800. That means the members who have enrolled, those members have not paid their share. I connected with few of them, and they happily paid. They said, "Oh, I'm sorry, we are sorry. We did not know we owe this." So that's what is I mentioned the responsible behavior. If you guys get the message, please give it priority, pay right away. Of course, everybody is so busy, it is off your mind. So on here, Nlic has donated money to compensate this loss. So that is the role of, we can say, the big sister, big brother. It came down, but we need to help here. If it is $105, somebody can pay 120. That is again very kind of the person, and that may help some person. We won't be pushing people to pay because sometimes people have real financial crunch, job loss, some of the things. And this way, extra money can help us to keep going. Next slide, please. Modified criminal justice group application form. Beneficiary emergency contact of the deceased has been added. It was not there before. So all the existing members, if you guys can please refill the form online, mention who will be your beneficiary, so that we should have the complete information and we will only contact that person. Somebody has 3 sons, 2 daughters. Everybody can claim we are beneficiary. Money is money, $1,000 is $1,000 in different scenarios, and we don't want that kind of problem with the committee and Nlic. Age is replaced with date of birth. That will resolve the issue. If somebody turned 18, it's your responsibility to keep a track, and you guys will inform us my son or daughter is not eating, and that person should be removed from the group. Of course, it won't be covered when it turns 18. A disclaimer has been added. I will read it at the end. Some other minor changes. New modified form is available at nlic.ca. Next slide, please. Modified funeral services group policy. Policy was already there. I heard the people. I talked with Mazhabai. I discussed with my funeral committee members. So this is mainly reframed by funeral committee, and Mazhabai has happily agreed all our suggestions. He did not accept few little corrections. He said, "It's funeral committee. You guys agree on it. You guys made this. We are working, inshallah, and we need your support." Designated funeral committee, the person who will be taking care of all this. At this moment, we have one person. If somebody is passed away, the information will be conveyed to the designated member. That designated member will be contacting LMM, Islamic Seminary, and Islamic Standards of Assessment Review as per requirements and other arrangements. Please keep in mind it's a lot of work. I am thankful to Mr. Tanveer Paul. He agreed, understanding all those issues with his job, with his work. He's also busy, but he said no, he will manage it, inshallah, for the sake of Allah's blessing. Uh, he will do it. But whoever can help is always welcome. A member has funeral insurance policy. In general, insurance policy covers 100% the funeral arrangements. But if somebody wants to continue or want to join our program and that person has insurance policy, in case if the full amount of the shrouding and burial is not covered by the insurance, his or her insurance policy, we can support the rest of the money. Say they cover 5,000, the cost is 9,000. Other 4,000, we can always send requests to members, the fair share, and we will be supporting on that. A member has already bought a grave. Yes, this was also a big concern. So the grave cost at this moment is around $2,500. So the average cost is $7,500 average for the funeral arrangements complete. That is 1/3. So we have decided in our policy that if the one share is $50, or say for ease, if it is $10, so that member will be that the fair share for that family will be only $70, so 30% less. So that means the cost of grave will be automatically covered in that getting less money from him or her. And if the person wants to pay for it, it is between him, her, and Allah. So disbursements of funds in case of death of a member outside London. So there has been a lot of debates and concerns on this. So in the policy, we have tried our best to cover all the possible scenarios. So we are saying if the death is outside London, for example, Mississauga or some other place, and the cost of funeral is $12,000. We will pay average of lost 3 funerals a certified check to the beneficiary of that deceased, and they can do their own arrangements outside of London. Someone passed away on a trip or to see a sibling in Australia. I'm just giving an example. The cost is $15,000, but again, our policy will be the same. Average of lost 3 funerals, that amount will be paid to the beneficiary. And if their own arrangement, if they are buying in Australia, the cost is. There is a third scenario, for example, in South Asia, Pakistan. So if the death happens and the burial is in Pakistan, and it costs only 100,000 rupees, which is 500 Canadian dollars, so we will pay the actual cost. We will not pay a penny more, and there is no transportation of any kind is included in this compensation. Either the person, if another person has a question, if the death happens in Pakistan and that person wants to be buried here in London, we can bring the dead body. We can do that. In that case, we will not be paying the money. We will do the funeral arrangements as per a regular member is died in here in London. And that won't be on. I think the majority was happy when I talked about this, and I thought I said we are doing that. People say, yeah, no, that is fair. Thank you. Next slide, please. Communications. So again, I have repeatedly said the dry room gossip. I have been suffering from it for more than 2 decades. And that's why I mentioned communications. I would request again very humbly to all of you, whoever is listening, even online. We are online, we are live.
Yes.
So all of you, please take it serious and communicate with us directly if you have any concern question. We will address it. We will give the special attention to your concern, and we will get back to you ASAP. We have a exclusive email, funeral-chair@nlic.ca. That email will be 100% purely for this funeral arrangement cost. No other communication will be on this. Members and bank information, money coming, yes. This number, if Mirza Bajaj pays here extra $200, that will come to you right to my email. It is here. All the existing members to make sure they have filled all the information in the new online fillable application form. It is live there, it is available to fill. We already talked about it. After getting all your information, we will be contacting all of you not only through WhatsApp group, but also through emails. So the members registered today, as I earlier mentioned on my phone, there are 76 emails which should have here more than 100 people sitting. Those 76, I send a single email in the morning requesting please don't forget to join. We will be communicating on that. After getting all your information, we will be contacting all of you, not only here. So that will be different means we will be contacting. Next slide, please. QA. Anybody has any question, any concern? Please. Yes.
जी मेरा सवाल ये है कि जो लोग अभी यहाँ पे वकील हैं, जैसे मैं कनाडा अभी तो लंदन में रह रहा हूँ, फ्यूचर आज से 5 या 10 साल बाद रीलोकेट हो जाता हूँ, कैलगरी चला जाता हूँ या किसी और प्रोविंस चला जाता हूँ, तो वो उसका क्या तरीका है?
उसका तरीकाकार वही है जो what I talked earlier. So we have one member. He sent me an email today. He moved to Ajax. If the sweet will of the member wants to continue with us, very welcome to continue. Though our jurisdiction is London and surrounding areas, but that is to join. Once you join here with us, then we own you. So that will be the same scenario. If the person wants to be buried in London, yes, we will do all arrangements. Otherwise, the average of last 3 funerals, that money will be paid to the beneficiary of the deceased. That's why the new form to be filled is very, very important. Please pay attention to that.
Thank you, Zara.
Thank you. Ji, please.
मेरा जी क्वेश्चन ये है कि आप कह रहे हैं एवरेज ऑफ द लास्ट 3 फ्यूनरल की पेमेंट होगी। एवरेज ऑफ लास्ट 3 फ्यूनरल में जो आप लोग को कंट्रीब्यूशन आई है उसकी बात कर रहे हैं या टोटल की यहाँ का डेफिसिट आ रहा है?
Burial cost.
That was the burial cost. And the money we received, that's the difference which I have mentioned there. So each burial we are in deficit. So we have received less money. Some people just did not pay attention. They were too busy. I communicated some people. I know they are very, very good people. They always donate. They always give extra money. But they said, "Oh, really?" So they paid. But still, that's the real deficit at this current moment. Yeah. Did I answer your question? Thank you.
Sorry. Remember. Okay, so 2 points over here. First of all, thanks a lot for your taking lead on this. So I'm in full agreement with you on the drawing room gossips. This is what happens in. My third point over here is: are you considering some members, in case of death, government also give 2,500 in the person who is contributing through CBP? Do you have any plans to include that in your form or in your process somewhere?
Thank you very much for bringing up this. Honestly speaking, I was not aware of this, and I am not. So give me the little more information, and we can think about it. That's a good point. Thank you.
One thing you have not made clear that what is the procedure of changing or tweaking any policies that you are making?
Yes. Thank you for bringing it up. Policy is a live document, and we have mentioned in the policy disclaimers. I would encourage everyone, please read the policy. It is online, available, accessible to anyone. It's a public document, and that's what we believe. And we clearly mentioned it can be. The funeral committee will be sending, when need arises, funeral committee will send the recommendations to the for formal approval.
Is it the board of directors who will be responsible for changing, or you will be responsible?
It's a funeral committee, but it's just like a parliament passes their law and it just goes for countersigning to the president.
So there will be no stamp.
Yeah, we want to keep them in line. They are always a big help for us, and that's the main institution in Nlic which have all these things. We are expanding. Yes.
I have a couple of questions and a comment. So somebody's asking a question about parents. Are they included in the family membership, or is that not included? Like, so if you have an elderly father or mother, is that included in the family membership or not?
Thank you for bringing it up. I have made it very clear that what is the definition of family. So family is husband, wife, children wives, children under age of 18. That is the family. Other than that, parents residing in Pakistan, that's not our jurisdiction. But yeah, let me complete my sentence, please. Parents living here who are citizens, if a parent is visiting, they are not, they cannot be our member. Parents who are living here in Canada, they are living at the same address, they are living independently, they have to have their own policy. That will be either one person, single parent, that's the individual policy. If husband and wife, that will be a family policy. There was some communication between me and my husband off the line. I'm working on this for the last couple of months, and it's not mentioned. So I did mention some people raised this question. I'm included in that group of people who have this concern as well. If somebody is just 25 years old, that person joins us. Life expectancy, we all believe, we don't know, I don't know, I can do it or not. My life is there or not. But the life expectancy is almost 80 years in Canada. So a 30 years person who joins us, he will be paying contribution for 50 years. A person who is 70 years old, as per life expectancy, he may live 100 years. We play for our elderly people, but that person life expectancy is only 10 years. So that person will be paying only for only 10 years. But at this moment, we are just welcoming like every member. Moving forward in future, we might have something collaboration.
Membership and member, can you explain it again?
Membership and member. So individual, yes, I got the question. Member means a person who enroll with us. That person may be one person, or that may be that's a family membership or an individual membership. That is members. But for doing our math and getting it clear, we are saying using the word membership. So membership for family membership is husband, wives, and children under 18 years of age. One, we have one discounted membership. If a person, adult person, 18 plus, is living at the same household with the parents or whatever, that person can get an individual membership just for $100 registration fee. That is the instead of 200, that person can pay $100.
Then he will be contributing the share too.
Of course, because that will be a one membership. Gina will be.
I have a suggestion for you. Can you add one more question asking the potential member that is he or she agreeing to sign any kind of donation towards the NLIC cooperative funeral arrangement, group, in case of his death in his or her will?
So, thank you. That's a good question. I think for any contributions, for any donations, this is not the jurisdiction of the funeral committee, but we do have an NLIC, and this is jurisdiction of the NLIC. Somebody wants to pay, and I think Mother Bhai has repeatedly announced they need $30,000. If you have somebody, bring the person, they can pay. However, answering your question, as I mentioned, if the funeral cost is $105, somebody wants to pay extra, pay us $150, pay us $200. Somebody wants to donate on the grave, $2,500, buy a grave. We will take that donation.
I just wanted to ask to cover the deficit. Future, any deficit that can be covered. For example, if I write in a will, I want to donate $5,000, like at the time of my death.
Let me answer that question.
Yes.
Nil sir, it was very kind of you to bring up this question. It was from my very heart that you brought that question up. I've been propagating this since the last 4 or 5 years. We even created a venture capital fund where people who are paying their taxes, if they donate money to NLSC, they will not only be saving taxes, but they will also be getting a tax receipt. I've been always asking that we have created a fund, it is there. Now, I would like to inform you there are 2 persons in our community who have given in their names. That after their death, all their assets, after cutting off expenses, will go to NLC. 2 persons have already got that. Their name has come in the venture capital. And I would request all of you at least some of share for NLC. Because we are a community group and we, inshallah ta'ala, NLC will be there for times to come, for our generations to come. And this is a very good thing. I will put it in the NLC membership form. I will do that. Because what you have said is what is happening. Because we always fill up those forms. You want to donate your eye, you want to donate your kidney, after your death, you fill up that form. So why not add it to the NLC form also?
Thank you.
So we will ask the board of directors to consider it and add it to the form. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Any way to take the pre-authorization from member to cover the deficit, or you can do like that something? Any pre-authorization of payment to cover the deficit. If all members are not paying their due share, you can take pre-authorization. Or other thing, you can take a monthly subscription, get in advance, and then collect at the end of the year how many deaths happen and how it will.
Yeah, we talked about it, but we are not into at this moment to get a visa information.
Thank you for a very good presentation. My question is regarding the graveyard. After the burial, who's looking after the graves, and are there any charges for maintenance of the graves? And where is the graveyard?
It's a plumbing center, if you are familiar with that. So it's their arrangement. We just request them, we buy them, we grave from them, and all arrangements are there, and we have to follow their rules and regulations.
So they maintain the graves afterwards?
Yes.
Yeah, they maintain the graves.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
So, first question would be person with a disability. Let's say if I have a son or daughter plus 18 years of age and with a disability, connections or wires are shorted or whatever, other issues could be. So, is it covered under that policy? If not, can that be covered or can that be explained?
Yes, at this, thank you for bringing it up. That's another very important aspect. At this moment, for funeral committee, no, it's not covered, but I think Mother Sabha has something.
There is a member in our funeral committee. He came before Vanisa came in. He has a son who is disabled. And last year, that son was 18 years old. So he came to me and asked me that what will happen about that son. Because he was covered so far, but after next year he will not be covered. So what do you, shall I get a new membership form for him? What shall I do? But I cannot afford a new membership. So in that case, we called the committee and we made an exception that in future or for him, his son will continue to be a member because of his individual cases. So this is going to be decided on case-to-case basis. We were doing it that so far. Now it's up to them how to decide. But so far that is what we are doing. So we are doing it case-to-case.
It's an LIC.
NLC.
It's an LIC. Yes. जी शेखर
साहब जी क्या कि ਜਿਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਖਬਰ ਪ੍ਰੋਵੀਜ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਜੇ ਉਹ ਬੱਚੇ ਉਹ ਨਾ ਦੇ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਕਹਿਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਡੋਨੇਟ ਬਾਅਦ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਜਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰ ਲਾਂਗੇ ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਖਬਰ ਲਵੋਗੇ ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਹੋਵੇ
Yeah, that's a good question. That is within your family arrangement, right? So the member should be clear while signing with funeral committee. If the person thinks the family can utilize that grave, then just start paying the full share.
For example, example, there is nothing in the form that you have to do this. The children has to decide because everybody is saying on this benefit. Okay, so then are you going to say children that your dad has already or your mother has already give us that, or you don't discuss that? You just ask them if they want to give you, that's okay. Otherwise, you have to do the whole thing.
That's what I try to explain. Actually, it is in the updated policy. We have talked about it, we mentioned about it, and it's clear, and it's also in the form,
The form.
application form.
So the member has to say that I have it.
Yes.
No, there's nothing there. I fill up the form, there's nothing in the form.
Uh,
Maybe in the policy.
yeah, it is in the policy. We can have the form. I think it is there.
That means if the member has the grave, then he has to be right there to compensate the other member.
No, that grave will be for that person who owns the grave. When that person will pass away, that grave will
But
be.
he bought himself. NLC funeral committee has nothing to do with it. That's his grave. Who bought it? He can transfer to anybody. But children have the.
मैं दोबारा क्वेश्चन को एक्सप्लेन कर रही जिस मेंबर के पास ग्रेव है उससे हम जी प्लीज उससे हम 30% कॉस्ट कम ले रहे हैं ग्रेव की टोटल जो बरियल की कॉस्ट है
नहीं तो कॉस्ट कम मतलब मेंबरशिप की कॉस्ट कम लेंगे
मेंबरशिप की कॉस्ट
वो मेंबरशिप तो सिर्फ एक दफा दी है वो तो
नहीं मेंबरशिप की नहीं जो फ्यूनरल जो शेयर होगा ना हर किसी की डेथ पे उस पे मुझे पता है आप वो सब लोग $2,500 नहीं कर सकेंगे देखिए बात ये है कि
अगर वो ना करना चाहे कोई तो करना ही पड़ेगा
नहीं वो उनकी मर्जी है वो नहीं करना चाहिए तो अपने शेयर फुल दे
हाँ वही तो मैं कह रहा हूँ
नहीं कोई जरूरी नहीं है उसका
मेंशन कर देते हैं किसी के पता क्या से आपका कंट्रीब्यूशन 1 मिनट में कंप्लीट करो जो आपका कंट्रीब्यूशन जैसे $100 आ रहा है वो आपसे तो 70 देंगे आप 30% आपको डिस्काउंट रहेगा ठीक है अगर आप पूरा देते रहते हैं तो फिर आपकी कवर है आपकी
वही मैं कह रहा हूँ वो पॉलिसी में आप करते अगर अभी तो मैंने नहीं उन्होंने कहा क्लियर करें कि जी अपना वो
बच्चों ने भी अभी देखा था
किसी ने मेंशन कर भी दिया और फिर वो शेयर पूरा दे रहा है तो उसकी ग्रेव
इसका फर्दर आप मुझसे आपने
तो एक दफा मेंबरशिप कास्ट को एक दफा वो तो देनी
जी रजिस्ट्रेशन फी इज वन टाइम
तो देनी लेकिन वो आपने जो बात
ठीक है वो
आपके पास खबर है लेकिन नहीं आपका वो 5
जी ठीक हो गया मेरा सवाल I will talk to you if you understand I know you have a concern we can talk about this anybody next question जी जी
no it's not a question it's a two proposals or suggestion so my first suggestion is so you mentioned like you would like to hire
can you guys please talk thank you
okay so like you mentioned like you will definitely would like to induct one more person in your committee so I am proposing to hire to induct a person who is retired so that he can be fully available Tanveer and Dr. Sister Amna is good great resource but they are too busy as well and Tanveer also works full time as well my second proposal I'm going to talk about it very high level we can talk about it offline but I would suggest or I would propose to make every membership active after 3 months.
Okay, thank you. Please do contact me after.
The question is that I didn't hear anything about the charitable aspect of this entire. So if somebody in the community don't have anything, can they come to you or they have to come to me?
Wonderful. Good question. That's a good question. So charitable status. So for charitable status, Nlic is there. So Nlic will be taking care of the charitable any incidents happens. So funeral committee is just taking care for the members, registered members. Any other question anybody? one of the slides, it said that in the last five funerals, there was a deficit of $4,800. And then I think
Where they watch the money and
yes, I'm just wondering, like, at that time you had 68 paying members. Yes. So why that membership fee was not used for these like $10,000-$15,000 already had? Why did NLIP have to come into it? Yeah, that's a very. Thank you for we already have $50,000 fee. Thank you for that. So that's what I haven't seen the account so far, but
it's an option,
so
right?
we will
I like that.
be requesting NLIC to have a audit report in January when we sit in front of the board of directors. So it should be all settled by December 31st. So that will make the committee clear what was received during 2025 and what was paid against and what is the balance. At this moment, as this we have $5,000 donated, so we should be in plus 200 on top of the membership fee. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Ji.
Ji, Assalamu
Welcome.
alaikum. Very good presentation. Thank you so much for that. Very detailed. Just have two comments there because I see from the other side when this incident happened, somebody passed away. It's a stressful moment for the family. So will you be making some kind of a blueprint or something, a direction for the family so that way to contact, who to contact at the time, but rather than looking for the numbers of it's a stressful moment where they're running around what to do. We used to have a membership. So any kind of a one pager instructions for them. And my second one is objective is to refrain from deficit down the road in the future. So it will be a good idea to add some education piece for the members to just simply go to your bank, open a simple saving account, which is a separate saving account, which is free, and just set up a per pay $10 transfer into it so that when this happens, they are able to make the payment on time, right? So this is something education piece where I understand the direct debits and pre-authorized create a lot of other issues because sometimes people don't have money.
No, thank you got your question. So we have this on our application form, new membership form. So emergency contact information is there, name of the person, phone number, email, and same way we have the beneficiary information. So that is all updated.
So this is just a comment. Actually, this happened. My daughter just came back from Halifax. There was a person that passed away. The body was at the morgue for 2 weeks. Nobody claimed it. It happened that the person had come from a Muslim country, and nobody knew about him. So in terms of what the brother said, I would like to suggest that, and I'm willing to help with this, is that we have somebody either like if somebody was sick in the hospital, plus also when the death happens, that there's a small committee that can support the family. I know the London Muslim Mosque has a committee, but maybe we should create one of our own that will provide support and also guidance to the family because you guys will be busy also. So maybe we could structure something like this, and if it's a matter of visiting somebody in the hospital, I'm willing to take charge of that and
Thank
help
you.
because I know that's a very it's a very stressful time for the family. When we have
Inshallah, thank you. Great suggestions today, and thank you for your thinking about it and presenting it here. We have taken a serious start. It is already taken, but to another level today. And of course, we will be expanding with time. We need more resources. We need more heads. We need more hands, and we need more legs to walk around. So again, I would say the best solution is again people agreed here with me that try to from last more than 2 decades. So when there is a talk something serious and we make people realize we need to do this. So, last question, I think.
So, so the average funeral cost in London is almost like $5,500. No, I checked somewhere online. It's $5,500. So that's actually my question. Like, why is the difference between the average funeral cost in London and our projected funeral cost?
I think everything in Canada city-wise changes.
I'm talking about London. So my question is like, is this the cost is only the burial cost, or is some other things?
No, it's the grave plus shrouding plus burial. Closing. Yeah, that's the shrouding includes everything. So there are three different parts.
So only these three are covered, not the rest of like if someone is taking
The stone head is not covered. We are not providing the stone head.
I can answer this question because I'm involved in community. About 6 months ago, one person passed away, and their income was like, Naveed, there's that question that $2,500 we get it from the government. You have to apply for that before the burial. Automatically goes to the Muslim mosque, and they only charge you $5,500 after deducting the $2,500 because they are getting that. That's why you can see the difference in the cost, burial cost. Average, I've done like so many funerals, $7,500 for average cost.
Okay, so we can use the $2,500.
Yeah. Thank you. So, geez,
Jazakallah for taking this amazing step in our London community. There is a suggestion because we were talking about four communities we involved. Because here in London we have 8.4% of the total population. We have that many Muslim here. So that will be very great idea if we can do quarterly these kind of seminar, and one can be arranged in LLM, then other can be arranged in Islamic Center, other can be arranged in Hayat Mosque. So because everywhere different people go, different communities go, and that will be help us a lot. And I am sure 200 members won't be an issue if we can do inshallah.
Yeah, we are working towards that. Thank you very much. So finally, I think once again, thank you very much, all of you. That's I think I'm really impressed and I'm really encouraged. My team will be, of course, I can see the faces. Amna and Tanveer, I think we are impressed the way you guys have taken interest and talked about it, and we need real support from all of you and all of those who are online listening. And any question, concern, please come forward. And that's everything from 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, Ji, inshallah. So, chai pee quick. Yeah.